Greetings and welcome, everyone. It's All You Can Geek Moviecast, episode 311. I'm one of your hosts, Jim Gast, joined by Mike Siniti.
What's up?
And Tony Korkanakis.
Hello.
What's up, guys? Welcome, listeners, to episode 311. Oh, Corey will not be joining us this week. I don't know where he's at. His anniversary is tomorrow, but...
He's being a family man.
Yeah, I think that's really what it is. So,
How dare him.
Yeah. I'm not really... Yeah, hey, he's got to have family time. It's fine. It's fine. So, guys, we are 9 days away from Comic-Con. 9
Woo!
Days. 9 days. When
I
you're
just
listening
got
to
my
this,
I just got my badge like 3 days ago.
really, you got them late, man. I got mine were expedited because of the amount that I ordered. I had to pay for that shit. They charge you if you order 5 badges or more, you have to pay for expedited shipping, which is why it costs us a little more money each of us in our badges.
Yeah.
But I also got it like the second round around too.
Yeah, it's true. That's true.
Yeah.
So, man, yeah, we've been discussing what events we're going to go see, the panels. We're hoping to get into the Marvel panel again this year, listeners, so we'll maybe do something on that. Did we do a spoiler cast, a bonus round on that last year? On the Jessica Jones? I don't know if we could have, because it was like... It was so in advance of the episode. We saw it like a month and a half in advance.
No, we didn't do this. I don't think
No, it
we
was a
did.
month in advance. It was a month in advance.
We talked about it.
Yeah. So we're hoping to
We didn't do
see...
spoiler.
I'm hoping to get a... Well, who knows now? A Punisher series announcement, right? That's what I'm hoping for here.
What, like official enough? I mean,
Yeah.
they already talked.
No,
said
I'm
they're doing
talking...
it.
Yeah, no, I'm talking like an actual, like... Here's the show. It's coming out at the end of 2018 or beginning of 2018 or something like that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like a slot for it in its schedule.
Okay.
That's what I'm hoping for. And as we've always discussed, I'm hoping there's always the hope of the unified universes. And it's not even the movie side. I'm not talking about the movie side. I'm talking about ABC and Netflix and soon to be Hulu. Which Hulu, by the way, the writer for Iron Fist is writing the Runaways show that we were talking about 2 episodes ago. That's the that's that cool story that Corey. I've read a little bit of that. The supervillains. The parents are all supervillains of the kids.
Yeah.
And they find that out. They think they're heroes, and then they run away, essentially, and that's the series. That's why it's called
Spoiler
Runaways.
alert.
Yeah, I've spoiled it for everybody. So that's getting its own series on Hulu if you weren't listening to our previous episodes, but the writer for that, it's coming from Iron Fist, which is pretty cool.
Someone turn into a lawnmower?
Nah, I think my cord is a little borked. Sorry about that.
Okay. So, anyways, we have a great episode for you. We're going to talk about a little more about Comic-Con, and we've got a bunch of Marvel news. Got a Batman news here we'll get into, but let's talk just the quick, crappy box office charts, which just number one, really. Number one is The Magnificent Seven, which did almost 35 million, 34.7 million. That's the remake of Magnificent Seven.
Is that good for what it was?
I heard it's a decent remake.
No, but is that a good number for them?
Oh, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's good.
Is it?
Yeah.
How much was the budget? I
What
mean,
do you
there's a lot of
expect?
big names in it.
But
I
what do you
thought.
really expect for a
No,
movie
I
at
don't
this time
expect
of year?
anything. I just
It's
wasn't
Chris
sure what.
Pratt. It looked like for a while if you put Chris Pratt in something, it's 100 million.
It's Chris Pratt
automatic.
and Denzel Washington.
Yeah, so Denzel takes away from Chris Pratt? Is that what you're saying?
No, Denzel Washington usually draws, but 34 million is actually pretty good. I'm saying that box office draw is good. That's what I'm trying to say. That's good. I mean,
I think they were expecting more from
no.
that.
When you
personally.
launch a movie in September, you're not looking for $60 million in September. I don't even know what the last movie in September that launched. Maybe did Resident Evil even do that?
I don't know, but, I'm not sure that should matter so much.
I guess, but I mean, this is Box Office Mojo had a great article. It just says this is the headline: 35. Okay, with 35 million, Magnificent Seven tops another lackluster September weekend. So it is down, but that's like they're referring to all of September's, like for the past few years. So
Yeah.
it's my statement. It stands correct. I mean, it's actually 35 million is a high amount of money to bring in compared to like Cowboys and Aliens brought in 36.4 in 2011.
Yeah, see, that's awful.
Yeah. So you're right.
No,
You're right.
but because you have what, Daniel Craig and no one else in a one pretty mediocre movie. You have this sort of the name recognition of the Magnificent Seven, and all these bigger names with nothing else coming out like within a month.
Yeah.
I think they expected more, but I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. Anyway, so that's number one. Number two is some other crap. Stork, Sully, Bridget Jones' baby now, and Snowden.
Sounds like a horror movie.
Yeah, and Snowden, number five. Yeah, I don't know. Nothing great. It's September, like we said. So, moving on. All right, so we've got some news here. We've got Luke Cage coming out this Friday, listeners and us.
Sweet Christmas.
Viewers. Yeah, dude. Oh, I can't wait. I cannot wait. I before we started the podcast, though, I just told Tony, like, I kind of wish it was Iron Fist. I don't know, like, because I've seen Luke Cage already, Like, I kind of want to see I'm psyched to see Iron Fist. Maybe I'm the only one. I don't know. But
No. I mean, I agree with you because I'd rather see new stuff.
Yeah, that's what
before
it is.
we get back to that. Because, I mean, I don't know. I like Luke Cage, but I don't know if I like him as a central character. Hopefully the series sells me on that.
Well, that's the thing. Like, in my head, I am seeing this as, like, part B of Jessica Jones. You know what I mean? Like, it's like that universe.
This is more his origin, right? It's not...
I thought, no, this is after, I thought.
Oh, is it?
I thought this took place after. Almost certain it was taking place after. Maybe I'm wrong. I mean, I'm sure we'll get
you're right.
flashbacks.
You're right, because Rosario Dawn's character, the nurse, the night shift nurse, finds him. I like how, like, she's like the Nick Fury of the Netflix universe, right? Like,
she's the Link, yeah.
She's the Coulson.
And isn't the actor that plays Foggy, isn't he going to be in this?
Who knows?
Is he? That'd be cool.
So,
Foggy.
like I said, hoping that we get some announcements at Comic-Con of, like, some more cross series. What do you call it? Breeding? I don't know.
Integration.
Acknowledgement.
Stark Tower getting built in the Netflix universe.
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah, something. Something, I mean, they're going to refer to they're going to give the movies some line, but will they give us actual, like, content? You know what I mean? Like, actual additions to those series. So, we'll see. So Luke Cage is this Friday. They did announce, by the way, that Doctor Strange is officially in Infinity War. That's
cool.
Official. Which we expected, right? But it's official. Mm-hmm. So...
Now, hold on. Luke Cage, real quick. Are you guys planning on watching it this weekend, or...?
I'm going to watch it, without a doubt. My video game playtime has taken a massive hit, as you'll listen to on the video game section of this. I got XCOM on Saturday, and believe it or not, and I feel really bad about this, but I finished Gotham, and I didn't play XCOM. You know what it was? And Corey was absolutely right about Gotham. I didn't text you guys. There was no more messages after episode 12 of Gotham. I said nothing more about that series. Did you notice? Because he was absolutely right. That series went off the rails in the second half of the season. But
didn't it go off the rails in like the second half of the first season too?
I think it did, and that's why I stopped watching it. So
yeah, that's why I stopped watching.
Yeah, like.
Are you saying off the rails in a good way or a bad way?
No.
Bad way.
Nothing is like recognizable or so stupid you don't care about it anymore.
The show is actually, I would say, very good. The first 12 episodes. I would recommend you watch first 12 episodes. But the problem with that is...
Season 2 or Season 1?
Season 2, right? Yeah.
The problem with that is it kind of makes you want to watch the further ones, and if you do, you're going to be like...
So wait, hold on. So Season 1 starts out good, goes off rails in a bad way. Season 2 starts off good and goes off rails in a bad way again. Is that what you're saying?
Correct. Twice.
Nope.
Okay. I'm just saying the first 12 of that series of Season 2 was actually very good for a series. I really enjoyed that season.
And actually, if I remember correctly, Season 1 didn't really start so great. It was kind of boring, but it built up momentum. And then near the end, it got really weird.
The problem, and this is obviously dipping into what I've been up to, but the problem with this show, and I said this in my messages on Slack, is it's you have to... I look at this now, and I don't even know this is their intention, but if you get your head around and just look at it that this is an alternate universe, it's not what we're used to with Batman, just throw it out. And I can easier now, and I said this on Slack, because...
Why do I want to watch it?
Because you're going to get your own stories. Anybody can die. You know what I mean? Like, it's its own universe, its own thing. Jim Gordon can become Batman, which has happened in the comics, by the way. I'm not saying he's going to, but I mean, it could happen. I'm just saying that it makes the show better to watch because you're watching these villains like, Victor Freeze. He shows up and he's in the show now as, Freeze, Mr. Freeze. So then you also have characters like, I mean, not really the Joker. He hasn't been on the show, but you get.
Or has he?
Yeah. So you get Penguin before, but Penguin is a mob boss. I mean, it works. I mean, it works for the show.
Okay, I accept him. I accept him.
I mean, and Freeze was. You can arguably say Freeze was around before Batman because he was already Freeze as in Batman. So this was kind of his origin story. But like, if you just took the show for the fact that it's in its own universe, it's separated, you can expect anything you want. I enjoyed it more because of that until the second season just had a shit story. It's not about the fact that I watched, Mr. Freeze, Firefly, the fact that every time they show the girl playing Catwoman or Selena Kyle in the show, every fucking time they make some cat purr, like she has to be around other like cats, like to remind us that she's gonna be Catwoman at some point. That pisses me off. Like it just. If you can get past,
instilling a lot of confidence in me.
It's tough, but I enjoyed the first 12 episodes of season 2. It's not something that you know what? You don't need to watch it. Never mind. You don't need to watch it.
Wow.
I would say if you watch season 1 and are interested, then watch it. But if you've never watched this show, don't watch it. I wouldn't.
Yeah, I was thinking about giving it a look since I did watch season 1, but I don't know. Maybe.
Like, you might actually. I think you'd enjoy it like I did. Because now that I've told you this, just go at it like I just thought. Like if you go it that way, you'll like it.
I just see the show having the same problem that Smallville did, where it's in constant prequel mode, and even though the entire DC universe was on Smallville at one point or another, and it's all before he becomes Superman. But
yeah, and this is kind of what we're getting before Batman. Bruce Wayne becomes Batman. We're getting like the Court of Owls. We're getting stuff like that. We're getting all kinds of stuff from the story.
The Court of Owls makes sense since they try to retcon a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, they're doing. I mean. Everything they do, it's not full on their villain aspects, but I mean, I don't know, the Riddler is, Edward Nygma is pretty much off the rails, but Hugo Strange, I actually liked him, but his ending was the whole thing just kind of hit a wall and just was like, that's what it did. I think it sounds like, people were comparing it to Legends of Tomorrow. Wasn't that like, didn't that just kind of like, I don't know, I didn't see it, but
is that a favorable comparison to make? Is that what you want to be compared to?
Lots of people liked the finale. I just thought it was all right.
Yeah. Anyways, Mike, you mentioned Smallville. Just real quick, the entire series will be streamable on Hulu starting next month for the first time ever. You can rewatch all your favorite episodes.
I don't remember which ones.
Yeah. I might check it out.
All of that to find what I liked.
I might check it out the first early seasons just to remember back. I remember I liked that show up to season 6.
I liked it until Lana became like a witch assassin.
That was season 6.
What the fuck?
Yeah, no, that happened, Tony. You never saw Smallville.
No, I hate Superman. Why would I watch that show?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But
I hate Superman though. Like, I understand he's a bullshit hero, but he stands for like good. I mean, how can you hate him?
I can like him as an icon. I can hate him as a character.
There we go. I accept that one. I don't know, Mike.
I can like him and hate most of his stories, which is what happens.
Yeah.
But I don't even know if I watched all of Smallville at first. I might have skipped a season. I don't remember. There's so much of it. It's forever.
This is like, wow, everything we have on here is the comic book show. This is like all you can comic book.
Well, Comic-Con's coming soon.
Yeah. Transformers 5. What is this news?
Apparently, Michael Bay turned Winston Churchill's house/mansion into... It's one of the set pieces on the movie. But apparently there's like Nazi imagery, like there's flags, like Nazi flags hanging from it.
House?
Yeah. So like people on social media like really kind of attack that shit real quick. They're like, what the fuck? Blah blah blah. This and the other.
Build a set or something and call it that. Like, you know what I mean?
Like, Michael Bay made Winston Churchill's house a Nazi palace. more or less.
We don't know.
Obviously, we're getting like an alternate timeline here.
He even actually had to come out and say, look, people need to relax. It's got something to do in the movie, and he believes that he did Winston Churchill justice, and you got to wait to see the movie. I don't know.
That's fine. You know, honestly, I'm going to come out on his side. It is a movie.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Calm down, people.
All right. What else do we have? Batman solo film. The CEO of Warner Brothers says expected sooner than we thought. 18 months out.
Okay.
So
we'll see about that.
2018 launch?
I guess it's not a video game, so it could happen.
It won't get delayed. Could. Didn't they delay Batman vs Superman forever?
Did they delay that? Yeah, they delayed that.
Yeah.
What movie got moved up a lot though? I know one did recently.
Well, Justice League. I thought. Well, that's always been in that slot. They just kind of rushed it all. I don't know. I don't think anything moved up. Not from DC.
I don't remember. Whatever.
So, solo Batman film, guys. Is it good? Excited?
As long as it's good, I'm excited.
The best part of the two movies, I guess the best part of the two movies. I can make that statement.
It's funny because, like, I like that Batman, but the thing that I still have the most problem with is that he was just, like, looking to kill everyone.
Yeah.
So I like that Batman, but I don't. At the same time, it's hard to really explain, but so I want to see them address that more. I know they said they're going to, but more.
Okay. All right. Oh, what else we have? Oh, this was cool. Arrow. You know the show that Tony hates, absolutely hates.
Oh, I'm the only one that hates it. Okay. All right.
So, Arrow is teasing on their episode 100 they're going to bring back a major villain from their show, and that would be Deathstroke.
It would be.
Slade Wilson back on the show. That's the screenshot.
I don't want him to come back.
He was their best story, though.
No, he was. But the last time we saw him, he got his ass kicked by Thea. Thea! Who trained for, 6 months with her dad?
Yeah. Well, that's the fault of the show, though. That wasn't the fault of him. That show needed to write him out.
It undermined his character.
Actually, it was the fault of DC at that point in time because they needed to write him out because they couldn't use him in the show.
And they couldn't do it a better way?
Yeah,
he lost to Thea.
I give you that. Yeah.
I don't even remember that.
Who has Thea won against?
Yeah, I mean, Roy?
Oh, yeah, you're doing Deathstroke a lot of favors right now, Jim.
So, yeah. No, I mean, listen, again, like I said before the podcast started recording, I mentioned that I see this as like a glory days kind of thing of the show, so it gets me excited that it could be a good part, it could be a good show, like, again, with that. Then I'm thinking that it could also be Heroes, where the show just never came back. It had one good season and never came.
That finale was so bad.
Yeah. Oh, it was horrible.
Like, even if it was doing good, which it wasn't before that, I mean, a few episodes before that, it looked like it was building up and going like, okay, I could see this doing something better. And then it didn't.
No,
that finale was god-awful. It really was. It was bad. That was one of the worst. I said at the time that was one of the worst episodes of any show I've ever seen. Of any show.
It was pretty bad.
The action was boring. It was stupid.
Yep.
It was anticlimactic. And
it was basically also a rewrite of the previous season finale.
It was also a rewrite of Dark Knight Rises.
That too.
Yeah, the dumbest part of that. Well, not
the dumbest part.
One of the dumbest parts of Dark Knight Rises. Batman's like, I won't kill anyone except I'll make all these civilians be soldiers.
Yeah. I don't know. Anyways, and we have lastly S.H.I.E.L.D., which premiered last week to Mike's. Not much fanfare from Mike.
The episode was fine. I just don't like the direction this is going.
One episode in.
Like, your reaction.
The subtitle. It's the subtitle for the season.
It's probably just for marketing purposes. Like, why do you care so much? I don't understand.
Because I think that's hilarious to me. Yeah, it's for marketing, but still, I think it's funny.
Like,
okay, it's fine to think it's funny, but be like, I don't like the direction this show is taking.
So, that's the thing. Like, how do you can't make that judgment on one episode? You can't.
Yeah, one episode and then the teaser for the next episode.
The teaser. How much have we learned from trailers for this past year? How much shit have we watched from good trailers?
Did the trailer change the subtitle of the movie to something it wasn't?
Do you think it was really Dawn of Justice? I didn't see any justice in that movie.
Yeah, Lex Luthor had the Justice League video game on his computer.
Yeah, Lex Luthor created the Justice League because he gave them all the aliases.
That was the Dawn of Justice,
and he created all of their symbols for them.
That's right. So
unbelievable. So I just don't know why you have a problem with Ghostrider in the show.
He doesn't fit to me,
but that's the season. It's going to make him fit.
Make him fit. Okay.
What do you want to do? Like, they're going to bring in heroes onto this show, right? I like the fact that they brought in Ghostrider. I thought he looked great. I thought it was cool. Like, I'm looking forward to the next episode. I said that on our chat.
I know.
I just don't understand how, like, in previous seasons, you're like, oh, it's so disconnected from, the MCU. I want, like, more characters. I want this and that. It's like they give you Ghostrider and you're like, I don't like this. It's like, what would you want?
Well,
I don't understand.
Maybe, like, I don't know, someone from a Netflix show that exists already to show up.
Oh, yeah. I would love to see that, too. I just got done saying that, but...
Marvel's advantage over DC, in my view, is it has a lot of more grounded characters, street-level characters that would fit in great with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
I disagree with that statement. I think that there's more... With the exception of the ultra-powerful Superman, who's not a grounded character, I think a lot of their DC heroes have more grounded powers. I mean, like, the Flash is limited to super speed, obviously. He's super fast. But he doesn't have anything else. Like, he's not all powerful. Like, let's take the Hulk.
He should be all powerful.
He should be, yeah.
Flash.
I mean,
no one should be able to ever touch him or hurt.
Spider-Man is, like, untouchable with his agility and web crawling, super strength. Let's take,
way less untouchable than Flash should be.
Wolverine. I mean, they're all, like...
Wolverine gets beat up by everyone, including normal people in the comic.
He's fine. He walks away fine.
Yeah, he walks away fine. But
we're getting away from the point at hand.
Okay.
My point is... Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., the focus of the show is these normal people, these agents, right? And so there's characters like, your Daredevils, your Punishers, your Wolverines. I know that you can't do Wolverine. All these street-level characters, everyone who's on Netflix pretty much would fit great in that show. They should be coming in and out all the time.
This statement is going to
bring
be
in some demons and shit into Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Okay, is false as of the 30th of September. This very statement is false.
What are you talking about?
Luke Cage.
What about Luke Cage?
He's a superhero with superpowers.
So?
He's not grounded. He's bulletproof.
Yes, he is.
He's
a hero for hire.
He's indestructible.
Not indestructible. He almost died from a shotgun blast to the face.
Nah, he's super strong and almost virtually indestructible.
Super strong and super naked like the Flash and Kabam. Blam. Remember that?
All I know is, like, you're looking at it like Daredevil. Yes, Daredevil is a grounded. He's got, like, no superpowers except for his like that vision. He can see.
The original pitch of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and the original premise was, take this from the view of an agent, from normal human beings, how they can elevate themselves to deal with these supernatural threats and all that stuff. Now, maybe it's still going to be like that.
I would say it is. You have to introduce
these demons and shit now. Come on.
Yeah, they're bringing in supernatural because of Doctor Strange.
Yeah, I know. It's all a great marketing synergy thing that it's silly.
You want a unified universe. This is what they can do to at least make it feel that way.
Yeah, except, are we going to see Doctor Strange in the show?
No.
If they did that, I'm like, all right. I'd be like, okay. If they need to go in like 6 episodes when they're trying to figure out something Ghostrider did or whatever, let's go see Doctor Strange or someone that would be like maybe the 5th build character in that movie. I would even take that. Okay. But they're not going to do that.
No.
So it's just a moot point. It's just, again, building something up that's not going to exist. And I don't think a supernatural angle fits on this show. But whatever.
Here's what we got. The original point of bringing this up was the ratings came in at a 1.1 originally. So it's a 1.1 they got, which was last year's premiere was a 1.7. But don't forget, they moved the time to a ridiculous 10 o'clock at night. For most people, nobody watches that night. So when you add in the actual like Hulu and DVR data, it's a 2.0, which is stronger than last year. That's excellent news. Well, I'm just Mike. You've also said that you don't feel like the show is long for life on TV, but a 2.0 is fine.
I think this is its last season, and I think that's why they put it in at 10 p.m.
Well, then, I mean, I told you I think it gets picked up by Netflix if it goes, or now Hulu, the way it looks with them.
I almost feel like, with the exception of wanting to sort of introduce mysticism into their universe, that the people in charge of the Marvel movie universe would love to see this show disappear at this point. They don't want to hear people complaining that nothing crosses over. They don't want to hear people asking. They
still hear that with Netflix.
I know, and maybe they'll do that eventually with Netflix. I feel like they're more in control with that, even though they don't cross over too much. But the show, I think, in their eyes, isn't worth the trouble anymore.
All right. Well, anyways. We got Comic-Con
That said, I didn't really think the episode was bad. It was okay episode.
I thought it was a good premiere.
I'm just
why are you complaining? Like, it's just like you with the Overwatch. Like, I don't even know why I like this game, but I'm playing it. It's like, what? Like, what? Like, if you're enjoying it, why do you care so much?
Because I don't want to reward always online games like that, and I don't want to reward, this shift towards a supernatural take on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. So
I just don't understand. Like, I'm liking what you're giving me, but I just don't want to support you for doing it.
I'm just saying you can't get negative this fast. Like, we haven't seen enough to get negative.
I could say if they spent half the season doing it, I don't understand.
Like the character that much either, in general.
But just say that. I don't like Ghostrider.
It took a while for us to start hating on Arrow because we gave it the benefit of the doubt. We did.
Yeah.
Like, we didn't give it one episode in season 3. From season 3 through season 4.
No, but this is the 4th season of this show, and like I said, it's been up and down. And
I thought it had an okay season last year. I mean, it wasn't as strong as the previous season, but it was a good season.
Arrow or
no, Shields.
Shield. Once again, it was another finale I thought was bad.
Yes, finales last year for most shows were bad. Flash, everything, yeah.
Every show I was watching, I'm thinking here it's like almost October. I'm like, I am not excited to watch any of these shows again.
The Walking Dead.
Yeah, I'm not. That was a bad finale.
It's a shitty finale. That's the one we have. I can't wait to talk about that. Like, we're gonna get that. What next? Is it premiere on Sunday or is it the Sunday after? Is it Comic-Con?
It's Comic-Con weekend.
Ooh.
I think they're actually showing it on Friday.
So maybe we go to that.
Maybe. I think it might be at Madison Square Garden too. So maybe we just stay there. I don't know.
The theater. That would make sense. They're at the theater Stan Lee, so we'll have to. We're trying to go, listeners, to see Stan Lee, but hopefully we can get in. We'll see. But maybe we'll try the Walking Dead thing if that's there. We'll have to look it up. Anyways, let's move into Comic-Con, or into what we've been up to, I guess, if you want. But Comic-Con is next week, so we're looking forward to some great stuff. If you're going, listeners, we can tell you a little bit what to expect. We'll have an episode next week that we can talk about it more, I think. Mm-hmm. Right? Yeah, we can do it next week. Sorry, listeners. Preview. Let's get into what we've been up to. Because Corey will be on next week, that's why. So we'll wait for Corey. Mike, what have you been up to?
So yeah, I watched that episode. Like I said, it was better than I expected with him, but I just don't want to see the Ghostrider show. That's all. That's really what I mean. I don't want to see the Ghostrider show.
But I don't think you can make that statement. It is going to be about him this year, but because he's going to be that character that they focus on, like they did the Inhumans, and what was last year? It was they don't have Ward. You know what I mean? So like they got to focus on something else. So he's the new character to focus on. I'm not saying it's not going to be about S.H.I.E.L.D. interacting with him, but that's what it's going to be.
What if they brought Ward back as Ghostrider? The Spirit of Vengeance?
That would make
Ward's all about at this point.
Nah, I'm done with Ward. I liked him, but I just...
Like I said on the chat, I would love to see a Night Stalkers thing. They could use something with Blade.
They'll never... I don't think they'll revisit Blade. Not in the show, at least.
Maybe. I don't think he's a major character for them in the studio anymore.
No, not a major character. But like, I think just because there's probably bullshit with the IP. Because what distributor did it? Did the Blade movies?
Was that Fox?
I think it was.
I think that's Fox. But they haven't made a movie in how long? Those rights have to be back to Marvel by now.
Yeah, I guess so.
But maybe we get. How about Morbius?
Who the fuck cares about Morbius?
It's a minor character that would actually be usable, probably. I'm just saying, it's a minor character. Another mystic character. So I don't know. What else, Mike?
What else did I watch? I watched one episode of the Clone Wars, so I'm 4 episodes in. Meanwhile, Tony finished the whole thing, and it was all right. It was. I think this is the first episode where Anakin and Obi-Wan are like actually together a lot. Yeah, and yeah, like I said, Padme just sort of derps her way into a trap, and I thought it was funny.
Yeah. They get away from the... Once they get on to more just the Jedi stuff in the show, then it gets good. I think that...
You have to get past season 1. Season 1 is like meh.
Yeah.
Season 2 is where it starts to get good.
Yeah, right now I'm not really like... I don't feel like I need to watch more yet, so...
I was exactly the same way.
It's the same thing with Rebels, though. Season 1 of Rebels is... It's okay. I watched it because I was like hooked on what I knew was coming in season 2. So season 2 was... I never stopped watching it.
And one other thing, which is kind of out of nowhere, my girlfriend just said you should watch American Beauty, so we watched that.
American Beauty?
You haven't seen American
movie
Beauty
with Kevin Spacey?
Yeah, I never saw it before.
Whoa! What?
No.
Jesus, Mike.
That's like a classic.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I was too young to see it when it came out.
Yeah, but that was like, what, 15 years ago?
Probably.
Yeah, a little more. But, yeah. So I didn't realize it would be so funny. I know maybe it's not supposed to be funny.
I don't think
it's pretty funny, though.
It's supposed to be like...
funny moments.
Yeah, it's supposed... What's that kind of comedy? Is that... It's like that...
It's like a dark... I would almost call it
comedy. Dark comedy, that's it. Yeah, that's what I was looking for.
Where it goes to like apply for McDonald's or whatever, and it's like, why do you want this job?
Yeah.
I want as little as responsibility as possible. All right.
Yeah. No, but it was good. So.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I've watched this week.
All right, Tony.
Star Wars, lots and lots of Star Wars. I finished Clone Wars completely.
Season 6, bummer, right?
Season 6. Like I'm hesitant to even call it that because even Netflix has it as like the lost episodes because it wasn't a full season, but like they start one interesting like plot, and it ties into the movies, but then it just dropped. They're like, oh well, that's a little strange. I guess we'll never know. Okay, guys, like. Yeah.
They had like Yoda researching stuff, which was cool.
Oh God,
I'm trying to get vague for Mike. Sorry, but
I didn't like it. I just didn't like it because it gives importance to a character I don't like. The character that it gives importance to, not Yoda, but the other character.
Yeah.
What he was, researching. It just, I hate that character.
Oh wow. Okay.
I think the push to make that character more than he was pisses me off because it's like, no, he was a jobber.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care. You can make him try to be special. He was a jobber. He got jobbed. Fucking hard.
Yeah.
I think I know who you're talking about. And I would like him to be more important, but that's because of Jedi power battles.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. Well, I mean, I can tell you that in Rebels you might like that then, Mike, more. But, I mean, I liked the tie-in stories that they did. I liked that part. Because I felt like it gave episode 3 a little more impact.
No, it definitely does. It just, and I know this is part of it because of the show got canceled, but I feel like they built actually a lot of these characters. Like Count Dooku is so much more interesting in this series. Or it makes me want to go like, maybe I should watch episode 2 and 3 again just to like get that nuance or try to get that tie. But I don't know. And General Grievous was. He's such a badass in this. Like,
episode 2 is no better, but episode 3 was better for me. But I did it. I did rewatch it, remember? So, but I can tell you that episode 2 is shit. It's still shit.
Yeah.
I don't. Shit.
It's still shit.
Yep.
It's a shit sandwich.
It's still a shit sandwich.
But no, overall, I did like the series. It was a shame that it ended prematurely because I really would have liked to see, where they were going according to like storyboards.
The main stories that they showed you is what they had. But that would have been.
And they were just kind of felt.
That would have been like 20 episodes, 22 episodes. I think it was 13, the lost episodes, or 12.
Yep.
So it would have been longer.
I definitely understand your love for Ahsoka. She's probably my favorite character too.
She's awesome.
I just want to root for her anytime she's on the screen. So I'm like, yeah, girl, get yours.
Okay, so get on to Rebels, please.
I'm trying.
Please get on to Rebels.
I'm trying. I didn't even watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. because I was just like, nope. Just more Star Wars. Got to get to Star Wars. Like,
I cannot wait for you to catch up to us. I haven't even watched the premiere yet of Rebels, and I can't believe we're spending this much time talking about a children's show. But it's that entertaining. Like you said yourself, watching Clone Wars, you're like, how the fuck does this pass as a children's show at some points?
Some of that stuff got so dark. Yeah. I was like, in season 2, Mike, when you get there, like the first thing that'll happen, you'll be like, wait, what?
Like, I mean, they torture people. I mean, it is, There's decapitations. There's
I joked the other week. I was like, I half expected Anakin to waterboard somebody the one episode. It's like, no.
There's some shit that goes down, and then Rebels transforms quicker. Like Rebels does it after the first half of season 1.
Yeah, which is good. So
yeah,
I'm excited. I am going to watch Rebels, probably Hondo's way, because apparently the series isn't on fucking Netflix. What the fuck, Disney? Where the fuck is it? The series on Netflix? Like
it was. That's how I watched season 1. I had to watch.
It's not right now.
I had to find episodes 2, season 2, like up to 6, and then I had recorded the rest of season 2, so I was able to watch all of that after that. But like those 6 episodes were like ridiculously hard to find. Yeah. But yeah, they should make it. See, they got to make it easier. You want us to watch your shows? Make it easier to watch your shows.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Give us ads. I don't care. Give us ads, but let it easier to watch your shows.
Yeah. Other than that, I don't even know why I'm mentioning this because it was kind of like in passing. But I was hanging out with my sister because it was her birthday this weekend and her family, and we were just chilling at her house, and she put the TV on, and like Sweet Home Alabama was on. Fuck that movie. Oh,
I don't think I've ever seen that movie.
Like,
I've never seen it.
Don't.
Okay.
It's totally not our demographic, so I didn't really expect it to, but like...
Was that the one with Reese Witherspoon?
Yeah, Reese Witherspoon.
Oh, God, I just pulled that out of the top of my head. Like, exactly. I know what it is now. I've never seen it, but Jesus.
This is like, wow, this is...
Wow.
Yeah. Like, if I was the guy in this situation, like, I'd be like, nah, bitch, nah.
Yeah.
But, you're not supposed to see it from that point of view, so that was it. That's pretty much it for me.
All right. So, for me, like I said, I watched a lot of Gotham, and then I spent about...
Now, are you happy you watched Gotham? Was it worth the investment of time?
Yeah, I watched season 3. You know what? I am going to watch the show. Like, I'm not to the point where I'm not watching it ever again. So I guess they weren't.
Wait, what season is it on?
This is.
It just started 3.
Season 3 just started.
Oh,
and I liked the premiere of season 3, sort of. It wasn't like super strong, but it was fine. I'm not as angry at this show. I don't know what it is. Like, I went through a transformation after these DC movies. Like. And I'm using the DC universe as like the movies as an example.
I guess it could get worse. Yeah. I guess it could be worse.
Like, I think my cares, like, I just went out the window. Like, I'm like, okay, we're not going to get what we want to see ever. We're not going to get it. So accept what you have. That's what I'm at. Accept
we live in
mediocrity. Or
we
if
live
that,
in the
yeah.
We have to accept the world that we live in, not that we want it to be.
Exactly. So, and that's why I was talking about that on our chat, and then they showed like the Screen Rant ran an article about Young Justice needing a third season, and I'm like, that's the show that we need, and like, it just fit what I was talking about the same day with this Gotham. But anyway, so I spent most of my time hunting this. If you can see it, this would be the Jet Black
for listeners. Yeah.
Oh, listeners, yes, this is the Jet Black iPhone 7 Plus, minus the headphone jack, as you can see. So I spent my entire Saturday because there was a bullshit stock problem glitch on Apple's website. So I drove all the way to Yonkers, New York, which is about an hour and a half for me. Spent $30 on a GW bridge because it's 15 one way each way, and came back with nothing. And then I get an email while I sleep that my phone is in at Rockaway on Saturday night. I woke up on Sunday morning to get that email saying, congratulations, your phone's available over at the closest store. So I was like, son of a bitch. Because I'm not patient. That'll teach me. Just have some patience.
I said you did this to yourself. No offense.
Yeah. So for those wondering, yes, I do have a skin on the back of this. And it's actually covered pretty nice. This is a Skinomi skin. And it had a lot of bubbles yesterday, but they've completely smoothed out of it. And... as you can see, I'm feeling pretty confident with it. I can toss it to the side, and despite it looking like glass, it's metal, and it's pretty durable, I think. So I like it. And by the way, I am at an entire day of use, and I'm at 17% battery. If you can see that, and listeners, I'm at 17%. Just so you know. Entire day of use, plus it's still indexing, don't forget, because it does that with iOS 10. So it needs to build the compile. It's only the first day. So I'm going to get better battery life tomorrow. Anyways, that's pretty much all I've been up to. I think that's going to wrap up the Moviecast, right? I think we're good?
Yeah, I think so.
Moviecast / Gadgetcast now, because I just threw in the iPhone in that. But yes, so listeners, you can write us if you have any comments or questions about this episode or coming episodes. If you want to give us a topic for movies or TV shows or anything comic books, we talk about comic books. You know we do. So write us podcast at allyoucangeek.net. In fact, I'd like to hear from you about what you think of, if you're like a Spider-Man fan or just any comic book fan, I'd like to know what your craziest comic book story, like the comic book sagas, what you think is the craziest one out there. Like, I mean, like most bizarre, right? Like, there's been some we've talked some crazy episodes, some episodes with crazy things from comic books, like the Peter Parker Doc Ock thing. I mean, there's been some weird shit, and a lot of them are Spider-Man. But I'd like to know. No, there's a lot of other crazy stuff that goes on, even in the DC universe, like the New 52.
They
that
do
whole story's
multiple universes all the time.
Yeah. So, write us podcast at allyoucangeek.net and let me know what you think was the craziest thing. We'll read them on the air next week or whenever we get them from you. So if you don't have time, keep writing us. It's open. We'll read them as we get them. Follow us on Twitter at allyoucangeek. Like us on Facebook. Tune in next week to the next Moviecast. And also watch us on YouTube. You can subscribe to our channel. Thank you.